room. Players, welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Jackson, and it's Sellers in at the shooting guard position. Here's Magician. It's deflected. Here's Magician, defended by Jackson. Magician, pass to Sanders. Here's Magician. Pass to Sanders. They set a pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Magician. Offline with a 3. Here's Magician. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Back to Jackson. Over to the wing. Sellers nails it from beyond the arc. Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
Here's Magician. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Inside, here's Magician. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Here's Magician. Pass to Malone. They set the screen to the paint. And here they come.
I see him.
Here's Magician. The rebound by Magician. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Down low. Here's Malone, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Pass to Magician. It's Jackson, high post. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Magician's gotten his second bucket.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And there's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. And he's going for the lob. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Sanders, still without a bucket. Pass to Malone. From 11 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Both teams making some changes here. And right here, an intimidating group. The leaders in blocked shots over the past month. Pass to Magician. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Magician. Still no points. Magician, the pass to the Magician. Here's Magician. Pass to Malone. 5 on the clock. Here's Magician. Takes the 3. Darling clears it away. Mitchell, the pass to the Magician. 2 points. That one goes.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Here's Magician. Pass to Holland. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. And so the first quarter is in the books. They lead by 6. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
We've got Holland, and it's Magician in at the 4. The shot by Magician, no good. We've got Mitchell, and it's Darling in at the point, to the middle. It's intercepted! We've got Holland, and it's Magician in at the point guard position. Pass to Magician from outside the arc. Mitchell grabs a miss. Here's Magician. Three-pointer, no good. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Magician, pass to the Magician. Pass to Holland for 3, and he buries his first look.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
teams deciding to change it up. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Jacks up with 3. Sinks it from distance. Magician's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Malone. Checked by Mitchell. Malone. Pass to the Magician. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both good from the line that time.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Now Jackson. Yet to see a basket. Deflected! Here's Magician. Pass to Sanders. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Doubled by Jackson. Here's Magician. Checked by Mitchell. Stolen by Jackson. Tipped away. Pass to Magician. Lets the 3 fly. Not going to go that time. Gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Magician. Pass to the Magician. Here's the pick. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Timeout home team.
Start to wrap up voting. This list of contenders for the three-point contest begins to take its final form. And I gotta say, this is an impressive collection of talent.
Yeah, it sure is, B.A. Every single one of these guys has a clean shot at taking home the trophy. They are all elite shooters from three-point range.
He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And the hype around this year's three-point contest has been tremendous, and it's only increasing as All-Star Weekend gets closer.
Yeah, looking at the list now, I think any of these guys could win it. Speaking just as a fan, I can't wait to see what happens.
Back to Jackson. 1:49 left in the first half. Stolen! And they're on the run. Here's Magician. Malone, pass to the Magician. There's the block. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Magician. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Here's Malone. Here's Magician. Oh, it's stolen. And here's the fast break. Here's Jackson. Up and in on the layup. Jackson's got his first basket.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Pass to Sanders. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Third team foul. At the line for 2, Hammond.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. That one misses. Got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Magician, pass to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Magician, and he jams it home with authority.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Magician. From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Up by 7. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hello folks, still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest. Is there a better weekend than All-Star Weekend?
My birthday weekend, I get to do whatever I want.
Wait, how many birthdays do you have a year, Shaq? Because that sounds like every weekend for you.
He's not wrong, Biggin. And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team.
As poorly as they've shot the ball, they're lucky to be within striking distance.
And give credit to the defense on the other side. Those guys have been getting after it.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. out the group for Mike Brown to start the second half. We've got Jackson, and it's Magician in at the 4-man position. Blocked! Magician, the pass to the Magician. Here's Sellers. Pass to Magician. And here's Jackson. Oh, he picked him clean! Here's Sanders. No points yet. Here's Malone.
Away team foul. Third personal foul.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Magician. 6 to shoot. From deep. The rebound by Magician. Shooting at around 60% on this one. Very efficient. Here's Sellers. Nails it from 3. Sellers has got 6 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Defended by Jackson. Here's Magician. The putback.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
Magician. Pass to the Magician.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented points.
First trip to the line for him here. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Wondering how the West is shaping up? Well, the midseason grind is in full force. Let's check out the standings. You take a look at the home team. Boy, it's been a rough season for them. They're at the bottom of their conference.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Magician. Pass to the Magician. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. Let's go with a 3. This shot won't fall.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Guys?
It's getting interactive. All right, Allie, thank you. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And a chance now to bring up the NBA steals leaders from the last month of action. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Magician. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
There's a minute 59 left in the third. Clock at 6. Here's Magician. Launches a three.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part, it's bringing down the whole squad. Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Magician, the pass to the Magician. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Magician. To end the drought. To the wing on the left. Knocks down the long J. Magician's got 5 now.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Pass to Magician. Magician, the pass to Jackson. Here's Magician. Jackson, the screen. Unloads. And he connects with a jumper. He's got 5.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Magician, the pass to Sanders. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. They set the screen. From the high post, and he nails the jumper.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
There's Jackson with the 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. up by 11. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Holland, and it's Malone in at the center position. And the shot goes in.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Shooting just around 26% for the game. Pass to Magician. Here's Holland. Here's Magician. Here's Magician. That three's off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Here's Darling. Pure from three-point range.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Malone uses the glass on the layup.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Jackson, he's checked in for Darling. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Malone's gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Magician, pass to the Magician. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. On the wing, Mitchell. No good. Tight defense there. Bothered that shot. Shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now. In transition, here they come. And Mitchell with the slam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
Here's Magician. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson. Oh, it's off target. Shooting a low 28% so far in this one. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
Number 21, second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for two, Malone.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started.
2 minutes.
Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Magician. Oh, plenty of chances. Nothing falls. Gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled jumping into people.
You know what they came to see, me never on my level even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't let me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. We down, I'm long, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. 6 threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down, I'm long, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. 6 threes in your face while your wrist locked. You know what they came to see, me never on my level even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a big squeak. Don't let me cross over, watch your kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down?
Substitution on the court. Your dancers.
Here's Magician. It's tipped. Here's Johnson. Here's Magician. From downtown, buries it from outside.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now Mitchell. Fires the 3. The 3 is in.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Now here's Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. There's the screen. Oh, touches it off the glass. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
The The visiting club takes the win on the road. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.